Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever is appropriate. Hi, Jim. Hi, Afraid Not. Hi, Amy, David, DJV, J Dyer. Welcome, Nell. Hey, Micro Study. So the screen is blank. I haven't actually decided what I'm going to do to start off. Ranks with the drooling smiley. Hi, J40. Hi, Cogito. Hi, Star Munch. Good morning, Kuraban. Yeah. So I don't actually have more birthday puzzles. Um, Zetamath does, but hey, Andrew. So I have a few things I can do today. I've got some puzzles in the bucket that I've been thinking about. There's a Tallcat that I kind of want to do, but also uh, uh, Afraid Not asks, did the birthday puzzle list get posted somewhere? Both my birthday puzzles and zetamath's birthday puzzles are in separate threads in the zetamath discussion room. They are archived. You have to click on the threads button, but they are there. And they are also cataloged in the spreadsheet, the ones we've done. And they are also in stream descriptions, so you can find them various places. No, so the thing I wanted to ask chat, Zetamath the last couple days has been posting a bunch of 6x6s, and I was wondering if people were interested in us doing some of the Zetamath 6x6s that have been going up. If there's interest in that, we'll do that. Otherwise, I will dig up some stuff from the bucket. What does chat think? Ranks says naked single empty set. Yeah, Zetamath has been creating a big pack of 6x6s, introducing various constraint types. So we can do some of those. I won't necessarily do all of them. I know a bunch of people have been doing them. Yeah, we won't do 6x6s all day. But David Ratner asks if the Tallcat puzzle is Vide or Vide. Yes, it is. And I was actually glancing at that grade earlier. So, I'll tell you what, let's start with the Tallcat. I don't know if you can tell, I am still slightly stuffed up from being sick last week. Yeah, let's start with that Tallcat. Yeah. Uh, let's see, did that... Making sure my scripts worked correctly. Yeah. So, what do we have going on? I am hard at work editing Zetamath's Best Puzzles of 2022 video. It's going to be pretty cool. It's a lot of work to edit. We're including clips of Zetamath actually solving these puzzles. So I have like 23 streams to go through and pull out footage. So Uh, I uh, I'm working on that. I will work on that through the weekend. Uh, Not exactly sure how long that'll take yet. I just got as far as setting up the project and getting all of those streams downloaded that uh, are going to uh, are going to appear in the video. Uh, and welcome everyone. If you could take a moment to like the stream as you come in, that'd be very much appreciated. Somebody should tell Tallcat I'm doing his puzzle. Let's see, I got it. Let's see. I, I've asked Tallcat if he has a suggested bet cell, though it's possible he's busy at work. Tallcat says row 8, column 7 for bet cell. Hi, Ambrose. Hi, Alan. Yeah, so a bunch of people have already seen this puzzle since Simon did it, but I haven't done it. Welcome, Carl. I hope you enjoy seeing the video later. So, I see a couple of things straight away, so I will probably say what those are before I start reading chat suggestions, but let's go over the rules. Hi, Memrister. Yeah, zetamath might be sad that I sniped this puzzle from him. So we've got Renban, where the purple lines have to be a set of... I always do that. I always move the bet tree the first time I click in the grid. The Renban... I did it again. Oh, it's because I didn't turn my keypad on. That'd help. Let's see, are we connected? Yes. Okay. The Renbans are a set of consecutive digits in any order. So digits on an X, sum to 10, digits on a V, sum to 5, and... Hey, Tallcat, glad you can be here. The bet cell wants to be in row 2, column... Oh, yeah. The bet cell kept sneaking up there. So there's interesting interaction between the Renban and the XVs. So if I look in this box, the X has to have a high and a low digit on it. Let's see. Now, so this is going to have to be either... This is going to have to be either 4, 6 with a 1, 2, 3 and a 7, 8, 9. Or it's going to have to be like 1, 9, because 2, 8 even doesn't give enough room. You have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and nothing. So this one is definitely either 1, 9 or 4, 6. So there's also probably going to be restriction on this V, because if this V is 1, 4, what can we make these? Yeah, it's this V clue that I'm looking. If this is this can't be 1-4 because we've just said this is 1-9 or 4-6. That's awesome. Yeah. So this is 2-3. I was going to make a much more complicated argument about what 1-4 would leave for the digits of the Renban, but uh I think we're going to get a digit pretty soon here. Uh uh well, yes, but hang on. Where are we putting 1 in this box? And the answer is we cannot put it on our Renban because then we would need to put at least one of 2 and 3 on the same Renban. Because you could hide one of them outside the box, but the other one would have to go in the box. So we get an early, yeah, Zach. Time for Zach to get warmed up. We get our first digit, which is a 1, which we will record in the spreadsheet. And Zach will come out for the 1 dance. Do 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 wah do 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 wah da da do 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 woo do 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 boop 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 wah. Thank you, Zach. Thank you. Now Ranks did point out that we have this V here that has to be 1-4 or 2-3, but now it can't be 2-3, so this is 1-4. Which means it must be done. J. Dyer says we need to make a slow thermo sequel called Sous Vide. That is delightful. So we have a 1 up here, and it's interesting if it goes on the Renban. I can resolve the X. Yeah, we have the 1 here, so this is actually 4-6. That's cool. So we have 1 Renban here that's low, 1 Renban that's 5, so the 5, or that's high, so the 5 has to go here. There is no other place for it in the box. So we have this is, there we go. This is going to get us another digit. So this is either, this can't be 1-9 and it can't be 4-6. So this is 2-8 or 3-7. Either way, it is going to eat up a 2 or a 3 in this box, and so we can no longer put a 1 on this Renban because we don't have both of 2 and 3. So 1 actually has to go here. Oh, it's true. One of these is 1, 2, 3, so we are going to get roping. Bunch of people have spotted that. So I still want to do something with these Renbans, but it might be too soon. Let's see. Yeah, I want to look at these. Ranksk is suggesting that well, okay, so one of these sequences is going to be 4, 5, 6. Ah, and one of them is going to be 7, 8, 9. Oh, did I not? Sorry. Uh, there you go. Yeah, not 4, 6, because because of the roping, one of these sequences is 4, 5, 6, and the other one is 7, 8, 9. So the one that is 7, 8, 9 is going to have a 6 poking out. So one of these is 6, but I think the other one is going to have to be... Yeah, it's 3 or 7. Yeah, one of them is 6, and the other is 3 or 7. Screaming Ice Cube says, can it be 986 and 457 in the box? It can't, because we have the roping argument. Do I need to explain roping? Not everyone might be familiar with that. Um, so, okay. So yeah, a bunch of people are saying this X in box 5 is going to resolve the roping. Explain roping to the Zeta students. That is a good idea. Okay. Let's take a moment to explain roping. So what we have here in these 3 rows is a thing that we call roping. And what we mean by that is that we know one of these Renban. Oh, David Ratner donates $14. It says, Tristan doing a Tallcat puzzle, each 7 letters. Isn't Sudoku life great? Yes, Sudoku life is great. Let's do a donation dance. Yeah, we will do coloring to explain roping. So let's start with coloring in this box. So let's make these green and these blue and these purple. No, yellow. So this is 4, 5, 6, but each of these have to be a set of contiguous digits, which means the only way that works is for one of them to be 1, 2, 3, and the other to be 7, 8, 9. Now, let's... that's a good point, Mimrister. Let's start by noting that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 in in row 5. So 7, 8, 9 is what's left. And that is going to resolve everything, but we will take a moment to actually, let's go ahead and note this is a 7, 8, 9 on an X, so this will have to add to 10 with a 7, 8, 9, which means it is 3, 2, or 1. Okay, so roping. One of these is 1, 2, 3, and one of them is 7, 8, 9. Well, we know this one isn't 1, 2, 3, so this is 1, 2, 3. So now we've got to ask, we know where 1, 1, 2, 3 goes in this box. Where do the others go? Well, if you just look by Sudoku, these are already filled in. Can't repeat the 1, 2, 3. So this just is 1, 2, 3. And we have this thing where 1, 2, and 3 appear in the same row in each of these boxes. But once you have that, once that happens with one sequence, that's going to happen with every sequence in these boxes. So 4, 5, 6, where does 4, 5, 6 go in box 5? It's going to go here, because that's all that's left. Now where do 4, 5, and 6 go in, where do 4, 5, 6 go in box 4? They're going to have to go here. And we get to do the same thing with 7, 8, and 9. This is the only place that's left. And this is the only place that's left for 7, 8, 9. So this X has told us which way this goes. But anytime you have even this much, even if we just had these two sequences, which that would completely arrange the colors for this whole these whole 3 rows. So I don't think I actually need this coloring anymore, but it's a really cute thing, and this works anytime you have a sequence of digits repeated like this. Now that these are 7, 8, 9 on the Renban, this is going to have to be a 6. These are not 6. So this is... this is 3 or 7 now, which means this can't be 3, 7. This is 2, 8, which is going to resolve this 3 and this 2. So yes, it's been pointed out by Screaming Ice Cube that if you look at what sequences of 3 digits are available in this box, it's only 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6, and 5, 6, 7. Which means there's always a 5 on here, which means we can never have a 9 here. So there is a 9 here, so that's not 9. And this box, Garion points out, is even more limited. This Renban is that in this box, the only sequence of 3 digits that's available is 7, 8, 9. This is a beautiful puzzle from Tallcat. I am told 8 is placed in box 4, and yes, by well, we can just ask, where does 8 go in column 3? It can't go in these cells because this is a 7, 8, 9 triple, so 8 is in one of these cells. It can't go in these cells because this is a 2, 8 pair, so 8 can't go in these cells. So 8 must go in one of these cells, and the only one it can go in is that one. So that's an 8. This is a 7, 9 pair. The X, yeah, this can't be 1, 9. It can't be 2, 8 because of this cell. It can't be 3, 7 because of this cell. So this is 4 and 6. Ranks points out that just by sudoku, 6 is in one of these cells. So we definitely have a 5 and a 6, which means we also have a 4 or a 7. And J. Dyer says it can't be a 7. If 6 is on the Renban, 3 is not on the Renban. That's true. So 3 is at least in one of these cells. And 3 can't be in these cells. So the 3 in box 7 actually has to be here. Yeah, 7 in column 3 for the same reason. Or you can call it a Jovi wing. Sort of aligned thing. 7 has to go in this column, so we actually know what these are. These are a 4, 5, and a 6. And the 4 does not go here. Actually, I can clean that up because it doesn't go there either. And 8 comes out of this as well. Practicing pencil mark hygiene. Yeah. We're left with 3, 7, and 9 in box 1. That's true. So where does 4 go in column 3? Now 4 goes here in column 3 because it can't go in these cells. Right, this Renban and this Renban are both extreme. Because of this 4-6. Both of these Renbans see the 4-6 pair. So they have to be a 1, 2, 3 and a 7, 8, 9. Two 5 left in column 3. Sure, we can mark that. Hey, Kodak, welcome, welcome. Doing this beautiful Tallcat puzzle. Hope you're doing well. So where does 5 go in this box? We've just said these are 1, 2, 3, and 7, 8, 9. So 5 actually goes in this row. That's J. Dyer's point. So that looks over here and says that's not a 5, so it's a 6. That's a 5. That's a 6. These are not 6. So where does 5 go in row 3? Not in these cells and not in the Renban cells we just said didn't have a 5 in them, so it goes there. Sorry to hear that, Isabella. I hope you enjoy the VOD later. Yeah, and the 5... I didn't go far enough with this 5 looking left. It also hits that cell, so that's 4 and that's 5. I keep wanting to look in this box. We have another 4. Multiple people, ranks, Tom, Mehdi, saw where does 5 go in this column? Well, it can't go in a box with a 5. We know it isn't in these cells. And it can't go on an X because it would have to go with another 5. So 5 goes here. And it is not surprising that there is a 5 on this Renban. Mehdi, I believe. Now Zeta Mavir shows up. Is it Mavir? Zeta is the one who's gotten used to saying your name. Well, I know in Welsh F is pronounced like an English V. That much I knew. Let's see. So 1 and 9 in this box go off this Renban. See this? Let's see. Welsh double L, which is, I believe, Zeta can't say Mehdi either. Where do 1, 2, 3, and 4 go in column 8? Let's see. 2 of them go here. That one's not a 4, so that's not a 1. And 1 of them goes here. Oh, and 1 of them goes here. So this can't be a 4. That's a 6. That's a 4. Yeah, it's been pointed out by a few people. I see Zealot most recently, but I know there were others. We either have to go up or down from 5 or both, but well, we can't do both in very far. So we're going to need a 3 or a 6, and it has to go here because these C3 and 6. So there's also definitely a 4 on here as a result. So that, is there? Wait, I don't think that's true. 4 in column 8 though. Yeah. Yeah, where does 4 go in column 8? Not here, because it would go with a 6. And not on this Renban. So this is actually 1, 4, and we know the order. That's not a 1. Ah, so this X is going to have a 2 or a 3 on it, and the other one is here. So this one can't be 1, 2, 3. So this Renban is actually 7, 8, 9, and this Renban is 1, 2, 3. Yes. Wait. Do I know that? Well, I know this Renban is 7, 8, 9. Oh, no, this cell. We can't have 3 more 7, 8, 9s. So this is 1, 2, 3. That's not 1. Also, as Screaming Ice Cube, row 2 has to have a 1 in it, and we don't have anywhere else to put it. Which is a good way of seeing it. Okay. If row 7, column 2 were 4, says Garion, this would be 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, and then this couldn't be 4, 6. It couldn't be 3, 7. It couldn't be 2, 8, and it can't be 1, 9. So yeah, that it does break. That's very cute. So this is not 4. It is a 1. That's a 4. And actually, we know this. We know this can't be 5, 6, 7, 8 for that reason. So this does have a 4 on it, so it has to go here. Havea says it's easy in Welsh if you are Welsh. So this now is whatever pokes out past this value. So this is 2 or 7. If the Renban goes 3, 2, we have the same problem. Yes, 2, 3, and 4 gone, and now the X breaks. So this is actually 6, 7. That was a good point from a bunch of people. Tom, Todd, Garion, Doomed Yacht, Screaming Ice Cube, yeah. So this isn't 4, 6, it isn't 3, 7, it isn't 1, 9, so it must be 2, 8. So no 8 in these cells. And no 2 here, so that's a 3. Do a little more pencil mark hygiene. Yep. I'm going to ask you how to pronounce your name. I see Crewy. Is that anywhere close to how you pronounce that? 2, 8, and 9 left in this row. And left in this box, we still need a 1, a 3, and a 9. Garion says we have a Jovi wing on 1s in boxes 2 and 8. The point is, yeah, this can't be 1, 2, 3. So 1 is in one of these cells and 1 is in one of these cells. Very nice spot variant. So we need to put a 1 in one of these cells. So we have to put it here. So that's going to go with the 9. No 9 there, no 9 there. Which I guess we already would have known if we had looked at row 3. Cree? Or Cree or Cray? Cray. Okay. Where does 9 go in box 2? Somewhere up here. So that's going to place a 9 here. Tallcat pops in and says I have a 2-3 pair in column 4. So it's going to give me a 1 here. And that's not a 2. Yeah, Tallcat doesn't pop, he looms. Now we have to put a 1 in box 8, and we already said we can't put it on the Renban. So the 1 goes here. Mehdi asks, where are these in row 2? Oh, that's not a 1. Not here. So these have to be here. That's amazing. It's a beautiful spot to Mehdi. So this is going to have to be an 8. That's a 2. That's a 7. That's a 9. And that's an 8. And that's a 3. That just blew everything wide open. 2, 3, and 2 go in. 8, 9 pairs. So that's a 2. 7 over here. 9 and 8. Wow. That just gave us so much. And we have learned that the bet tree is a 3, by the way. So congratulations to any 3 betters. Let us record this for posterity. The bet tree was a 3. So we get a 1 and a 9, 7, 8, and 9, 2 and 8, 2 and 1, 7 and 9, 5 and 2, yes, and Bremster is also right. Yeah, time to mark. We have normal Sudoku plus satisfying this Renban, but mark time. So that's a 5. That's not 3. Wait, it could be 3. Oh, it is 3. Where does 3 go in this box? So that's 4. 7 and 6. 8, 7, 9 and 8. 6 and 4 and 8. 5 and 9, 5, 6, and 4, and naked singles in this box, 7, 2, 3, and 6. Very nice, very nice. Excellent. What happened with what, too? I didn't see. DJV says, puzzle so nice, I watched it twice. Yeah. I probably just accidentally hit the 2 twice and then had to hit it again. I think that's probably what happened with that. Tallcat says this is probably the easiest puzzle he will ever set. Meme Rister is the one who gets people to to solve, or to Meme Rister is the one who gets people to set easier puzzles, because he did it with zetamath too. Welcome, Daniel. There is a really cool killer sudoku on the Discord. There's 3 blank cells. I'm not sure, Cray. Yeah, this puzzle was really beautiful. I loved the break-in with the restrictions of this X and this V with these Renban that cause this roping over here when you combine this V with this row. Very nice, very nice. Okay. Daniel spent the day in London. How was London? Busy, I'm guessing. All right, let's see. I think we might do a zetamath 6x6 or 2. We could do this zetamath numbered rooms puzzle that he was cajoled into setting. Let's have a look at that. Yeah. zetamath did a numbered rooms. Here it is. Yeah, I've forgotten to update the let's see. This is the link to the puzzle, but I have forgotten to update the stream description with our puzzles so far. So we have Tallcat's puzzle. How did that happen? And then zetamath's numbered rooms. There we go. Yes, Daniel with a good reminder. If everyone could take a moment to like the stream if you haven't yet done so, that really helps us out. We really appreciate that. All right, let's have a look at numbered rooms. If anyone is not familiar with numbered rooms, the clues outside the grid indicate the digit which has to be placed in the nth cell in the corresponding direction. where n is the digit placed in the first cell in that direction. So if this was a 3, we would have to place 6 in the third cell in this direction. So that would be a 6. Let's see. We get one for free, says Cray, and it's true. This is going to index the location of the 1 in this row, but we already know where the 1 is. So this is a 5, which immediately gives us that our 2 goes here. Let's see, what else do we get? Three, 2 in column 1. Right, this can't be 1, can't be 2, can't be 3. Could be 4, can't be 5, or can't be 6. Very nice. So this is a 4, and that's a 3. And now we just have 1 and 6 left in the left in this, and this can't be a 6 because then this would also be a 6. So that's a 1, that's a 6. And we have a column done. See, this can only be 1 or 3, since it can't be 2 or 4, and it can't be 5 or 6 because of this one. We don't typically digit dance for 6x6s, Sarah. But we could do a little abbreviated one. We had our first digit be a 5. So let's see, I forgot to record that our first digit was a 5. And we also don't have bet cells for 6x6. Oh no! Yeah. Where does 6 go in this row? There's only one thing this can be. This can't be 1 because this would have to be both 1 and 6. It can't be 3 because there's a 3 in the row, and it can't be 4 or 5 because that would clash with this 6, so that's a 2 and that's a 6. Oh, wasted Korean noodles. An S-cell numbered rooms puzzle. So now we get to look, as a bunch of people have said, where does the 4 go in this row? Can't go in any of these cells, so this can't be 4, 5, or 6. It could never be 4 anyway. And it can't be 1, so it's 2 or 3, but it's not 2 by the column. So that's 3 and that's 4. Yeah. This 1 and 6 look down here, give us a 1-6 pair. That's a 3. And these are a 2-5 pair, and that's not a 2. And now this is a write-in. It is a 5. Yeah, there's 3 places of 1 here, and now we're done with our clues. So, oh, yep. Wait, we're not quite done with our clues, are we? Yeah, this can't be 1, 2, or 3, and it can't be 6, so it's 4 or 5. Yeah. We can do sudoku on 1s. We get 1 there, we get 1 there. And now that's a 6. This one gives us a 6 and a 1, and now we need a 6 up here. Get a 6 here, and that's a 5, and now we are just done. So, oh, apparently Mark can't do 6x6s. That's okay. We will just put things in until there aren't any things. That's a 2. That's a 5. That's a 4. That's a 4. That's a 5. That's a 3. Let's see. That one is a 3. Let's see. That's a 3. That's 2. That's a 4. That's There we go. That's a 2, and that is a 4. Very nice. Very nice, zetamath. Zetamath actually set a numbered rooms puzzle. All right, let's do another of these zetamath puzzles. So I think there was a Wrogn puzzle in here, wasn't there? I think. Yes. I want to do the Wrogn first. There's the link. Rules in the description. Wrogn Poozle. Okay. We have quadruples, Renban, Kropki, even squares, odd circles, sex. I think he meant X's. V's and thermos. Every clue which appears in the grid is incorrect. Digits in a circle are not odd. Digits do not strictly increase along thermo. Digits on a black dot do not have a ratio of 2 to 1. Okay. Yeah, where's the sex? Ah, that's true. DJV says we can place 1 immediately, because it can't be on this, because that would make this quad right, and it can't be here, because that would make this odd circle right. So that's a 1. I love that song now. Ah, and we have to break this Renban. So, okay, so we know this is 2, 4, or 6. If this were 6, then this Renban would be 2, 3, 4, 5, so it can't be 6. If this were 2, this Renban would be 3, 4, 5, 6, and it can't be that either. So this is a 4. And so this is going to have to be 2, 4, or 6, and it can't be 4 because 4 is in the row, and it can't be 6 because that would make the X right. So it is 2. And where does 1 go in box 2? Not on a white dot with a 2, so that's a 1. And this can't be a 3 or a 4. This is 5 or 6. Which I bet we can resolve by looking at this, as we haven't placed 3, 5, and 6, and this can't be 3, 6, so this can't be 5, it must be 6. So these are 2 and 6. Let's see. This is 3 or 4 by sudoku and not 5 because of this. This... right. Right. If 4 were here, this could only be 3 or 5, and that's not allowed. So that is a 3. And now this can't be a 4, so that's a 4. And now this thermo must decrease. This is less than 4. So it's 1, 2, or 3. It's 1 or 3. And that's a 5 now. And we know these are 1, 3, 5. So this one's only 3. So we get 1 and 5. I am told this is naked. Can't be 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, so it's a 9. No, it's a 6. Yeah. So this has to have a 1 on it. So where are we putting 4 in the row? Not here, not in a column with a 4. So that's a 4, and that's a 2. So these are 3, 4, and 6. That's not 4. These are 1, 5, and 2. That's not 1. Okay, so ah, 6 in box 5 is on here, so that's a 3. Because 6 can't be in these cells. So if this were if this were 6, that would make this 4, and then the x would be correct. So that's 2. That's 6. That's 4. That's 6. That's not 2. Right. We know there's a 4 on here. So there can't be a 5 or a 3. So we still need a 1, a 3, a 4, and a 5 in this row. 4 definitely is on here. So 3 and 5 can't be. So this is actually a 1-4 pair. So that's 5, that's 3, that's 5. That's 2 and 1. All Wrogn clues are given. Right, since this is 1 or 4, this can't be 2. So that's 2 by sudoku. These are just 5 and 6 for the column. This is 3. Do we just resolve this by sudoku? Yeah. So these are 4 and 6. These are 1 and 2. So that's 1, that's 2, that's 4, that's 1. That's 6, that's 4, that's 5, that's 6. This is 5, and that is 3. Very nice, very nice. I like a Wrogn puzzle. Yeah. Let's do one more of these, and then we'll find another 9x9 to do. Uh, do we want to do his 2 truths and a lie example? I like that. All right. So we have normal clue types, and for each of these types, exactly one of its appearances in the grid is wrong. No sex for this one. It's true. We've got X's instead. So we need to find two clues that cannot both be true. And we have found one, Afraid Not says, because the only way to make an X in a 6x6 is by being a 4-6. And we actually know that this is the wrong one because it looks at both of the others. So that is wrong. And these are true. So that's 4-6. That's 4-6. Is the blue line bad? Should I do like green or something? Afraid Not claims both bottom black dots would have to be 1 and 2. Right, because they both see this 4-6. So you would have 3 1-2s. So the top black dot is true, and it is 1-2. Right, so now that we have a 1-2 pointing at this, point out, Afraid Not sees it, Jim sees it, that this can't be 1-2, so this whole thing can't be 1-2. So this is the liar. So this is 1-2, and this is 3-5. So if this is 2-3, then that's 1. And this could still be true if this is a 2. It's claimed that this is a liar. Right, there's just nothing it can be. Wait, this can't... Why can't this be 1-2? Oh, because this one can't be a 1 or a 2, just by sudoku. So this is definitely... this is definitely false. So these are both true, which means we are going to have to do 1, 2, 3 with a 2 or a 4. I do know I can X boundaries between cells. I am preferring to do it this way. Ah, it's got a 2 looking up at it, so it's a 4. Ah, yes, this Renban points out DJV can't have a 3 on it, so it is false. False Renban. So these Renban are true. Which surely must mean this can't be a 5. Yeah, we can't get down to 2, so that's a 3. That's a 5. So just by sudoku, we have 4, 5, and 6 left here. Ah, and this one's not 4 or 6, so that's a 5. Yep, points out a few people. Tom asks what goes over here. Right, just by the Renban. Well, it's yeah, it's 1, 2, or 4, and it's not 4. So that Andrew with a gorgeous point that if this is a liar, then this is 3 and 1. That's 2. That's 1. And so now this is also a liar. So this is true. Yeah. So this is a true. So that's 2, and that's 1, and that's 2. Let's see. We have 2 and 3 left in this box, or row rather. One, 4, 6 over here. Three, 5. So where does 3 go? 3 goes here in box 4. Points out Garion. So this can no longer be a 3. So that's a 2. This Renban can't have a 5 on it, so it can't have a 6 either. And still can't have a 6. So that's 1. That's a 6. That's a 6. Yeah, 3 looks up. That's a 5 and a 3. A 4 and a 6. Just for the column, these are 2 and... Well, we know this. We know. Oh, 2 in the column goes here. But we know this V, once it has a 5 on it, is a liar. So this one's true. And I think it's probably sudoku to the end now. So 1, 2, 3, 4 needs to go here. 5 goes here in the box, so it also goes here, making our Renban incorrect, which is what we want. That's a 6, and that's a 1. Get our 4 and our 6. Our 2, 3, and 5. So we have a 5, 2, and 3, and these are 1, 4, and 6. So 6, 4, and 1. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, apparently Mark doesn't work on 6x6s. I thought that he did, but when I clicked it on the previous puzzle, it didn't work. Yeah, I hit the Sven button? That's possible. Oh, I clicked Sven, not Mark. Whoops. Well, that's why it did nothing. Yep. That's my bad. Yeah. Another beautiful 2 truths and a lie. Of course, the original 2 truths and a lie was so amazing. That was fun. Yeah, I'm going to take a quick break here, and then we're going to come back and do another 9x9, and we'll see where we go from there. But Ranks says, if I love these puzzles so much, you should marry the constructor. Unfortunately, I'm already married, Ranks. So I don't know what to say about that. Anyway, I will be right back. See you soon. Welcome back, everyone. Yeah, thought we'd do this math pesto killer indexing puzzle. I love when that joke was made about math pesto being a Grammy nominee. Uh, Zeta came out of the room and was like, "Did you know Math Pesto was nominated for a Grammy?" And I was like, "Oh, it was a joke." He was like, "Oh." But yeah, he thought it was true. Uh, so we have in this puzzle, this is Killer Indexers by Math Pesto, and it is killer and indexers. Uh, in a cage, uh, digits don't repeat and they add up to the total if given. So these add up to 26. Uh, all we know about these is that they don't contain uh, any repeats. Uh, and we have indexer cells, which are column indexers. So if there were a 6 here, that would mean there was a 2 here. Yes. And that's all we've got. Ranks says when he was a kid, you were eating dinner at your aunt and uncle's place, asked if you were having dessert, and my cousin said, "Yeah, I made garlic bread in band class, so we're having that." Do we have a bet cell? That's a good question. I haven't been given one. Let's see. Did I hear back from Math Pesto? I did message them. No? Nope. So we just get to pick a bet cell. Oh, sorry, Rankskia. I don't think I understand the joke either. Uh, Zealot suggests this for bet cell, which seems like as good a thing as any. Uh, yeah, it's very sad that uh, very sad that uh, we don't have Isabella with us. Um, so so we have the high mid lowity thing going on when we have these columns. So it's like 159. And these are indexing the location of the 1 in these 3 rows. And so ones have to be not in the same box. And the effect of that is that this is going to be 1 of 1, 2, 3, 1 of 4, 5, 6, and 1 of 7, 8, 9. So we have to find a combination that actually has one of each of those. Hey, Math Pesto. Do you think I picked a good bet cell here, if you remember? So it's been suggested that, well, we can look over here. Let's see. Can you see this? Yeah, you can see this. Uh, so the point is 2789 doesn't work because it doesn't have a 456. 4589 doesn't work, and 4679 and 5678 because they don't have a 123. So we know this is a 3689 cage, but the 3 and the 6 both have to be in this box. So this is an 8 or a 9. And so one of these is a 6. So this 15 cage definitely has a 1 in it, but I guess that's not saying so much. Oh no, is CTC streaming today? I didn't hear. Man, I don't know if I can do that because I have to cook food. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if I can join them. So right, the same has to be true of the 33 cage, so there has to be a 1, 2, 3 in here, so it must be the 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. And the 3 is in one of these cells. Oh, and the 6. Yes, of course. Right, right. So this can't be 1, 2, 3, 9, missing a 4, 5, 6. But it's got more options. Could be 1, 2, 4, 8. Could be 1, 2, 5, 7. Could be 1, 3, 4, 7. Can't be 1, 3, 5, 6. Can't be 2, 3, 4, 6. Ah, and all of these have 2 lows in them. So this is a 2 or a 3. Or a, no, I guess, or a 1. No, we're definitely, stop that. We're definitely going to have a 1 here because we have a 6 here. So this is a 2 or a 3. Ah, and the point is we have a 3 over here. Yes, yes. So that's a 2. And wait, let's see. Make sure I do this right. Oh. It's like, where's my mouse cursor? But it was on the other screen. Let's see. Oh, no. Oh, well, I completely forgot to record everything. Oh, well. Anyway, we get a 2 dance. Okay. Let's see, that's not an indexing cell. Okay. All right. So column 4 can't be 6 by indexing. That is true. Ranks is saying something about I'm not sure what Ranks is saying. Right, we know this is 157 or 148. It's right over here. uh Zealot claims there's only one of these that actually works, and that's true, because 1, 2, 3, 5, 6 doesn't have a 7, 8, 9. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, and the 4 and the 7, that's not 2, the 4 and the 7 both have to be in here, so they are not here. So that is at least going to get us a 9 in these cells, so that's not a 9. Four in box 4 indexing. One of these is a 3, so one of these is a 4. I agree. Ah, and one of these is also a 9, right? So that's not a 9. Oh, and there's a 9 here, so that's not a 9. So that's a 9. So that's a 2. Wait. What? One of these is definitely a 3. One of these is definitely a 4, not a 3. Yep. Okay, I just went completely nuts. Well, that's not a 9 at least, because we definitely have a 9 in these. Yes, it is still true that there's a 9 in here. Oh, and we suddenly have a 7-8 pair. That's cool. So now we know exactly what these are. So pencil the indexed 4s. Okay, so we've got 3. There's a 4 in here. So the 4 in here. I'm being advised to look at the 14 cage. Okay, so we need to do our usual thing. So this can't be 1, 2, 3, 8. Could be 1, 2, 4, 7. Can't be. Oh, is that it? Yeah, it is. So it just is 1, 2, 4, 7. And the 4 and the 7 are definitely not there. Oh, the point is, yeah, somebody had the point that these 4s actually look up here and decide what these are. So these are 1, 5, and 7. That's amazing. I didn't notice that. Ranks says, look what happens when I click in this cage. That's hilarious. So we've got indexed 6s. We know one of them is in here. We already knew that, but I can write it down. We know there's a 6 here. And we know there's a 6 here. Right. We know there's a 4 and a 7. So one of them will be self-indexing, but there's also a 7 over here. So there's a 7 in this column. Where does 6 go in column 9? 6 is in one of these cells because it can't be here. Right. No, that's... We are vertically roped because these can't be any of 1, 5, or 7. So these are 1, 5, 7. These are 3, 6, 9. And these are going to be 2, 7, 8. But we need 1 and 5 in this column, and they go here. So this is going to have to be 7. 8, no? What did I do? Oh, I just wrote in the wrong numbers. That's not as bad. Yeah, it's 4 and 8 that are left over in this box. Right. Hi, Zeta. Welcome. How was your day? This is still 1, 5. We still need a 7 here. Actually, this 1, 5, 7 just gave us the 8 here a long time ago. And these are 2 and 4. There we go. That looks better. These are still 3, 6, 9. These are also 3, 6, 9. And these are 2, 4, 8. But that one can't be a 9 for sure. Oh, we just get this one by indexing. I think a bunch of people have said that. Like, they were jaw-dropping good, zetamath? Zeta says his students had their second chance at setting a 9 by 9, and they're really good. Zeta, I did your numbered rooms, your Wrogn Poozle, and your 2 truths and a lie on stream. And I am currently having fun with this Math Pesto indexing puzzle. That can't be a 1, we decided a while ago. Column 9. We know Screaming Ice Cube asks why this has 4s pencil marked. It's because one of these is a 4, or sorry, is a 9. One of these in column 4 is a 9, so one of these must be a 4. I liked all of them, Amy. Okay. Now this has to have the entropic qualities, so 1259 works, 1268 works, 1349 works, 1358 works, 1367 works. Oh, these, okay. We need to know more. 2456 doesn't work. Ranks wants to use setter logic. Oh, that's cute. Screaming Ice Cube suggests I pencil mark 8 in box 6, and that's a good idea because 8 can't go in any of these cells. 8 isn't 1 or 2, and 8 is already in this squiggly cage, so it can't repeat in any of those cells. So one of these cells is an 8, which looks all the way over here and gives us a 9. So now we know exactly what these are. We get a 1 over here, 1 here, and 1 in this column. One of these is a 2, points out Zealot. So one of these must be a 5. So we only consider things that have a 5 in them. Yeah. Row 3, column 9 says Jim. This can't be 9, so that can't be 1. We have 1 pencil marked over here. That 9 looked over here, so that's 3, so that's 4. Oh, and we have this 9, so we just get to write in that 1. Update your marks. Update your marks. It's not 1. Oh, get a 2 there. So one of these is a 7. Afraid Not is talking about creating a virtual quad using these cells, but I'll look at that if I have to. Right. Neither of these are 3 because we can't put 9s here. And that can't be a 7 because we have a 2 here. So we actually get 4 and 7, which gives us 9, 6, 4, 8, 9. Very nice. Very nice. Screaming Ice Cube with a really interesting point is if this isn't a 1 or a 7, we need at least one of 1 and 7 in this cage, and we can see we're going to have exactly 1 of 1 and 7. So it's actually going to be there, because this is the only place for a 1 or a 7 in this cage. So they can't be there and it can't be there. Oh, wow, we have, it's been pointed out, we have roping again in this stack, so we do get 1, 4, and 7 in these digits. Which means one of these is definitely a 2. So that's a 3. That's a 9. That's a 6. That's a 2. Right. We got our indexing from this, points out Isaiah. So that's going to give us a 4 over here. Ranks says we know the other, whatever this is, the other of 1 and 7 isn't in the cage, so we know exactly what is in the cage, and it is 2, 3, 5, and 6. And we can do better than that with roping, I'm imagining. Maybe someday. Ah, 6 is already over here. So this is a 2, 5 pair. So that's a 3. And that's a 6. Very nice. Ah, and so we have 8 and 9 left over, and they only go like that. So those are 6 and 8 to finish the box. This one is just, I was going to say 2, but that's wrong. It's a 5. Three and 9 go in. Yeah. This 5 points out Jim looks left to there, giving us a 7 and a 1 and a 5. Let's see, one of those is an 8 to index that too. So we need an 8 and a 5. So this is 1, 3, 5, 8. And that's not 1, 5, or 8. So that's a 3. So 1, 5, and 8. So we get a 2. Oh, row 4 is a right in. 6. Yeah. Uh, Afraid Not wants us to write this in by ropies, but I don't think we have any roping going on in this box. So let's go ahead and mark. I think we're ready to mark. And let's see. That can't be 2 by this box, or this cage. Let's see. Can't have any 2s here, or 7s, or 8s. Well, we'll make it work. This 1 and the 7. And along with 2 go 5 and 9. Tom asks, can row 7, column 2 be... We know this can't be 8 or 5 or 1. There we go. So that's a 2. Yeah, we get to take 158 out of that. Oh, and we get to take 15 out of that. So that's a 6. 1 and 5 out of that. That's a 3. That's not an 8. That is an 8. This can't be a 1 because that can't be a 2. So that's a 5. That's a 2. That's a 1. That's a 5. That's an 8. That's a 5. That's a 2. That's a 1. That's an 8, which we already have. That's a 4. 2 here. 7 and 4 go in. 1 and 7 go in, already indexed. Let's see, can't be 8. Let's see, 4, 7, 9 triples, so we get 4 out of there, 1, 5 pair, so that's a 2 and a 4. We get our 5, 7. 1, 5 pair gives us an 8 and a 1. Getting close. Let's see. That's it. 3, 6 pair here. So that's a 9, 7. Thank you, Jim. 9, 4. This is not a 7. So that's not a 6. It's a 3. That's a 6. So that's a 1. That's a 5 and a 9. 7. So that's a 6. That's an 8. That's a 5. So that's a 6. That's a 3. And we have it. 1 and 7. 1 and 5. 3 and 8. And that's it. Very nice puzzle. Very fun. I think I forgot to say at some point, congratulations to the 2 bettors. May all your betting wishes come true. Excellent. Thank you. Yes. All right. Well, let's see. We have close to an hour left. Let me dig up another puzzle. Let's see. Do. Maybe. Yeah, let's give this a try. Let us do the puzzle Linear Thinking by James Sinclair. Which has a bunch of standard constraint types. Update our stream description. Give us links. Okay. So let us dive in, because I think I just about have time to finish this puzzle. We have digits cannot repeat on the main diagonals. We have Renban, which we've already looked at today. They're a set of consecutive digits in any order. We have a white dot here, so the white dot digits are consecutive. So this digit sort of adds on to this Renban. And then we have German whispers, where digits along a whisper line have to differ by at least 5. And finally, a thermo, where these digits have to increase from the circle to the tip. Hey, welcome, Solver Tom. Glad you could join us. So, yeah, this white dot is very interesting. So this is a 6th length. Jaleb with a very interesting point. This is a 6th length Renban, so it definitely has 4, 5, and 6 on it. You can't avoid having 4, 5, and 6. And the same is true here. So we need 4, 5, and 6 on this diagonal. Well, they can only go in this box. And that can't be a 6, and that can't be a 4. And now this needs to be at least 6. Yeah, we know this is... Ranks points out that 5 has a little bit of difficulty appearing on a German whispers line, because that would make this digit a 0 or a 10. So that is a 4. And we get to do our 4 dance. Woo! Yes, and also we never put down a bet tree for this puzzle. We're gonna sneak a bet tree right here. So we already have a 6 on the diagonal, so that can't be a 6. Hey, welcome, James. Did I pick a good bet tree here? If you're like, no, that's a terrible bet tree, we'll move it. So I can't have a 9 on the Renban in this box. That is true. So 9 definitely has to be on the diagonal here. So so 9 is not on the diagonal here, so we actually know what this is. What 9 has to be on this Renban, since 9 is on the diagonal up here. So this is 986 or 987654. Which means these are 1, 2, 3 just for the box, which means if you look along the diagonal, all we have left is 7, 8, 9. And I don't think that can be a 7. Well, actually, we again know what this is. This is all going to be resolved because this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but this needs to be an extreme digit, so it must be 6, and that must be 7. Did I Simon it? Uh, oh, I destroyed Ranksk's logic. Oh no. Sorry, Ranksk. We have a 4 on a German whisper here, so the only thing this can be is a 9. All right, so the white dot on this Renban forces the Renban cell to be an extreme digit, and that extreme digit can't be 1 or 9. So right, 9 can't be in any of these cells, and if we take all our high digits, we have nothing. 9, 8, 7, and 6, we have nothing to put on the German whisper, is Gariant's point. So we definitely have a 9 in one of these cells. Nine cannot be on the Renban Ransk. If 9 is on the Renban, then we have used up all of our high digits for the box, and the German whispers breaks. So Right. So this can't be an 8, but we know it's an extreme digit. So, well, hang on. Oh, well, that's an interesting point. Uh, Jim points out uh, we have aligning 9s in these boxes. So that gives us a 9 in one of these cells. Zealot asks, what happens if you make this a 5? Nothing good, because that uses up either all the, well, it uses up all the low digits in the box. So 5 can't go in any of these cells in the box. So 5 is definitely on the Renban. Yeah, if 8 were on the Renban, we would still use up all our high digits. So 8 is not on the Renban. Solver Tom has an interesting point, is where does 5 go on the negative diagonal? So we already said it can't be in any of those cells. It can't be on a whisper. It can't be on a whisper. So it is on one of these cells, which means this Renban is extreme. Ah, and Garian with the point that since this is high, this has to be low. So this can't be all low digits. So this actually is 6, 7, 8, 9. We're going to have to put the 6 here and 5 there. Wait. There we go. And we know these aren't 7, so that is 7. So row 2, column 1 cannot be 1, 2, 7, 8, or 9. Yes. I agree. So this certainly is from 3, 4, 5, 6. But I don't think it could be 5. Because that's never going to be an extreme digit on this Renban. Is the same true of 4 and 6? Yeah, I'm actually getting a little uncomfortable with that. There is an important point here, but I am getting myself a little confused about it, so I need to think carefully about this. This is... Okay. Ah, yeah. It has been pointed out by Ambrose and Garian, where does 6 go on the negative diagonal? Not in these cells, because the box has a 6. Not in that cell, because the box has a 6, and for other reasons. Uh, not in that cell, and not in that cell, because this would have to be a 9, but 9 is elsewhere in the box. And so... and so that is... wait. Oh, right. So, wait. I always do that. I always... Right. 6 is on the German Whispers. Uh, it is a 1-6 pair in some order. Now, is that going to have to be a 1 with a 2, 3, 4, 5? German Whisper or Renban? Words. I'm losing the ability to speak. The point is this digit boxes the Renban into being 2, 3, 4, 5, but this could be either way. That's cool. I have now understood the point. Oh yeah, this can't be 6 because we have a unique diagonal, and that would push 2 1s on it. So so this actually is the 6, and that's 1. There we go, and that's 5. And these are 2, 3, and 4. And these are 7, 8, and 9. That's not 9. And we get some eliminations over here. It's been pointed out we have a 7, 8, 9 triple in row 1, which is true. Yeah, where does the other... we have a 7, 8 on the negative diagonal. Where does the other one go? It goes not in the box with a 7 or an 8. So the other one, this is a 7 or an 8. Yeah, I will try and get out in time for the CTC stream. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to mod for CTC today, because I was not planning on that. The question is what's left in on the negative diagonal, and it's 2, 2, and 3. And so we get a 2, 3 pair in this row. And 1, 4 pair to finish. Yep. Hi, Olima. Welcome. Right, so naively, these are 1, 2, 3, but these can't be 1. So that gives us a 2, 3 pair here, so that's a 4. That gives us a 2, 3 pair in this column, so that's a 1. And another 2, 3 pair, which doesn't do as much. No fours over here. Ah, very nice. 2-3 pair in row 3. That's much more helpful. You get a 4 and a 5. Can corner mark 2 3s in box 8. Yes, 2 and 3 are in these cells. Ah, wait. Yes, 1 2 3 triple in column 7, points out Jim. So that's a 4. That's a 1. Ah, this is a 1 2 3 or 4, but it's not a 4. So we do have a 1 2 3 triple. So these are just 8 and 9. Ah, yeah. 2 is one of these, so that's not 2. A bunch of people saw that. Can do box 9 cleanup. Yep, that's a 2 and a 3. And gives us that. It's not a 4 by the row. So what does this column have left in it? 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep. And let's see. We've got 1, 2, 3. We don't have a 4. We've got 5. We've got 6. And we don't have 7, 8, or 9. So this is going to have to be 3 and 4. A bunch of people saw that. I think Amy was the first person I saw who pointed that out. Yep, we got a 3 here by Sven. That 3, yeah, can't put a 7 next to a 3. So that's an 8. We get 9 and 8. So 3 in box 5 is placed there by Sudoku, which gives us a 2 and a 1 and a 2 and a 1. That is now 7. This is neither 2 nor 3, so we get a 2-3 pair. So I hope you bet 2 or 3. That's a 3, that's a 2. We have an 8-9 pair. That's not 8 or 9. We have 5, 6, and 7 to finish the column. Rank's still hopeful about his bet of 8. We'll see how that goes. Is this a naked single? Can't be 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, or 8, so it's 9. Yep. Good old naked single. So that's an 8. That's a 4. Nine up here, 8, 9 and 8, 7 and 9. It might be about time to mark. So I think we are down to sudoku. Yep, let's mark. All right. 5 goes there. 5, 6 pair, so that's an 8. That's a 4. 5, 6 pair here, so that's a 7. That's a 9. This 5, 6 pair, that's a 1, that's a 2. That's a 1, that's a 6. 5 and 6, 2 and 1. 8, 5, 6, 5. 7, 2, 7, 6, 8, 4, 3, 5, 1, 3 and 4, 9 and 8, 6, 9, 7, 5, 6, 7, and the bet tree is a 2. Very nice puzzle, James. Great flow. Is the question is yeah, the mark button was made by Chameleon. Yeah, great puzzle. Great puzzle. James, feel free to drop a link to your newsletter in the zetamath discussion room if you like. The mark button, you have to install a plugin called Tamper Monkey, and then there's a script that you can go get from Chameleon's GitHub that has the script. Yeah, that was a beautiful Sudoku. The interaction between these Renban and these white dots, and then all the other constraints just slotting in nicely to push the puzzle forward. That was really smooth, really nice. So, let me see. Should we, oh, thanks for coming by, Solver Tom. Take care. See you another time. Trying to decide whether to end or to do one more zetamath 6x6. So if I were to do a zetamath 6x6, Let's see. How about this Kropk-guity? This guy. Oh, there a second version? Is it the one that is posted in the big list of uh of puzzles, or is there? Yeah, I got it from the big list. Drop a link here. Update our stream description. All right. So in this puzzle, we have some maybe Kropkis. A gray dot between two cells indicates that they are either consecutive or have a ratio of 2 to 1 or both. And a red dot indicates that they are neither consecutive nor in a ratio of 2 to 1. Ooh. So we have this like all the way around this box. Is that going to mean these all have to be white dots? Right. So, yes, we know one is in one of these. But, see, if we did like 1, 2, 4, 3, 6, 5, that would satisfy the box. So it doesn't have to be, yeah, it could be a number of things. So this is a mix of white dots and black dots, and it always works. But we do have always a 1 in these cells and always a 2 in these cells. Yeah, there are lots of ways that could go together, it turns out. Trying to figure out how to get a foothold. 2 can't be with 3 or 4, that's true. So these are 2 and a 5 or a 6. And so 3 must be over here. And so one of these is a 3. And Andrew Sarkis with a great point. That 2 looks down here. So if 2 were on, well, if 1 were on any of these, you would need a 2. So we can't do that. We can't put 1 in any of these cells. So we have to put 1 here, but that means this is not a 2. So that's a 2 and that's a 1. Very nice. So this is a 3 or a 4. That is very cute. Bottom of column 2 is 3, 4, 5 or 6, 3, 4. Hi, DDX. I might have chosen an unfortunate puzzle for trying to finish in 10 minutes. 3, 4. I might just have to believe, afraid not, that this is true. I mean, I guess we can just write in what's left in this column. Well, I didn't know that, zetamath. Oh, where's 1 in box 5? 1 is on the red dot, so 2 must go over here. So 2 goes on this dot, and 2 can only go with a 1, 3, or a 4 on a gray dot, but 1 and 3 are gone, so these are 2 and 4. So that gives us a 3 here. So this is a 4 or a 6, but it's not a 4, so that's a 6. And now that's a 5, and that's a 4. Yeah, 5, 6 left in this box. That's a 6. So I think this can now only be a 3, because it can't be a 5. So it is a 3. And now we have 4 left in the column. These are 2 and 6. These are 1 and 5. So this can't be 1, can't be 2, can't be 3, can't be 4 by red dot, can't be 6 by red dot, so it's a 5. Ah, that's cute. Afraid Not sees that by 6 by 6 roping, this digit has to be one of these digits. Well, if it's a 3, it definitely breaks the red dot. If it's this digit, it also breaks the red dot because we know these digits are, well, 2 and 4 just gray dot with each other. So this can only be a 1, which means this can only be a 4, so that's a 2. These are a 4 and a 6. These are 1, 2, 3. Four and 6. Yeah, they. A gray dot with a 1 is always a 2, and then we have a 3 left in. So this is a 4 or a 6, and now we get a 4, 6 pair in the column. That's not a 3, that's not a 2. These are from 4, 5, 6. That can't be 5, so we get a 4, 6 pair, so that's 5. Ah, 1 doesn't go across from a 4 or a 6, so that's 3. Says Jay Dyer. Welcome back, Jay. And a bunch of people say it, but I saw Jay say it first. So that's a 2, that's a 1. So 4 and wait, I was going to say something wrong. We still have this dot to contend with. 3 in column 4? Yes, 3 in column 4. So this is a 2 or a 6, and it's not a 2. Well, 2, 4, or 6. So that is a 6. 4 and 6, 4 and 6, 2 and 6. 1 and 5 left, but that's a 5, that's a 1, that's a 5. And 4, 1, and 2. Very nice, very nice. Yeah. And now there is a Cracking the Cryptic stream, which I am basically not going to be able to go to. Yeah, laziest mark ever. Well, there wasn't... It's like, I could click the mark button or I could scan, and there was a clear choice for me. Yes, CTC is doing the game that Zeta is going to stream someday. Zeta is definitely going to someday stream the game that Simon is playing. All right, thanks everyone for coming. If you haven't done so, please give the stream a like. Yeah, thanks for coming. Have a nice rest of your Friday or Saturday if it's appropriate. We're asked if we're streaming 6 hours on Sunday. We're not, because 5 hours after our stream start, Meme Rister is streaming. So we're not going to do a full 6 hours. We will do 4 or 5 hours. And yes, as MicroStudy says, thank you to those who support the stream financially, especially those who support at the top level, those being David Ratner, Michael O'Connor, Nordy, Franco, Woofer, Andreas, and DDX. And if you would like to support the stream financially, you can click the join button or visit our Patreon. There's a link in the description. Zetamath is streaming on Sunday. Zetamath will be streaming more of his birthday puzzles. And I will be back on stream next week. Next Wednesday. And other than that, I will be working on Zetamath's Best Puzzles of 2022 video. So look forward to that being premiered at some point. And other than that, have a great rest of your day. And I will see you another time. Thanks for coming. And bye for now.